and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be all about Kathleen Light's X ColourPop collab. I have the palette to show you guys and I have two of the lippies. I'm going to do swatches for you and I'm going to actually use this palette on the eyes so you guys can see how I got this look right here. It's really dramatic, but I wanted to put it to the test and see if it can kind of handle like a really dramatic eye and how it would work, because I know Kathleen does more natural looks and more like everyday looks, which I absolutely love, but you know, I wanted to see if it can handle me. I absolutely love the way this eye look came out, so hopefully you guys do too. I'm a really big fan of Kathleen. I think everything she puts out is really like A1 quality. I feel like she puts her heart and soul in everything she does. I even liked the Makeup Geek collab she did, the highlighter palette. No one really talked about it, but I still really like it. I keep it in my kit and use it all the time. So yeah, hopefully you guys will stick around for this video, and if you guys want to see how I got this look, then just keep on watching. So we're gonna do the other eye right here. Please excuse my skin. It is literally so bad right now. Like, I don't understand what's going on, but whatevs. You know, it is what it is. Alright, so let's begin. I'm so excited to do this tutorial because I haven't honestly loved a look like this in so long, and I'm like really proud of it too. Yeah. Okay, so first things first, we are going to take Shooting Star and Magical, which are these two right here. So I'm going to start with the lighter one, and then I'm going to go and darken my upper crease up just a little bit. And I'm just going to use this fluffy Morphe brush to apply. And for this look, I'm actually going to take the shadows a bit higher, like up on my brow bone. Just like that. Then I'm going to take the darker color, put it basically the same place we just put that shade. And it's okay if you go and extend out a little bit, because I just go back in with a wipe and clean it up anyways. So my initial thoughts on this palette is that I'm loving these lighter shades. Like, they're so blendable, so pigmented. They're not very creamy, but they're not dry, so they're like in the middle. If I keep looking this way, this is where my monitor is, sorry. Okay, just like that. Then I'm going to go in with this Morphe M441. It's just a smaller tapered blending brush. And I'm actually going to go into this color Water Bearer, which is this gorgeous teal right here. Ah, shit. Always happens. Always get some type of makeup in my hair. Okay, so with this shade, I noticed it is extremely powdery, like almost Anastasia Subculture powdery, but not as bad. But I like this shade because after using it on this eye, it is one of those blues that does take a little while to build up the color, but on the other hand, it doesn't like fade away the more I blend it. So it's okay to me that it's a little bit powdery, but it is still very annoying. So I'm just going to go in and just start blending it in the crease. And you can take it all the way in right here as well. I actually want to put it right there because, as you can see right here, it makes the cut crease a little bit more dramatic. So, what have you guys been up to? Please let me know in the comments. So, I have finals this next week. I'm not excited for them. But I'm just taking a break from studying to film, just because I feel like filming, even though like it is a little bit stressful to me, like setting everything up, doing everything by myself, I still really like it, and I still think it's like some form of therapy. Especially, like I told you guys in my previous videos, I really love doing makeup. Like, no matter if I was doing YouTube or being a makeup artist on the side or not, I would still be like obsessed with makeup. So yeah, I'm just blending it right now. All I'm doing, like I said, is just building up the color, really trying to make sure that all the edges are blended, not necessarily down, but more like up toward the brow bone. That's where you want to make sure it's like really blended. And I'm even just like kind of stamping the shadow on my like eyelid area, and then I'm just blending that up into the crease so that way the powder doesn't get everywhere. This color is beautiful, but I'm just a little like turned off because of how powdery it is. Like you just barely touch it and it goes flying everywhere. So just like that. To further deepen it up, I'm taking this like tiny little blending brush. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it like seriously is so small and thin. So I'm just gonna take that on this brush and just further deepen up the color. So I actually finished a show that I found randomly on Netflix. I was like, I'm literally running out of shows to watch. Like I'm waiting for Scandal. I'm waiting for How to Get Away with Murder to come back. I'm still kind of on Grey's Anatomy, but honestly, like after Doctor died, I don't know, like I just gave up. Like I'm not like an avid watcher like I used to be. Like I used to be obsessed. But yeah, like after McDreamy died, I can't. Anywho, so yeah, so I found this show called Love, and then I like looked up reviews on it like online. Honestly, it didn't get like the best reviews, but I had seen that Judd Apatow was the one who wrote it and helped like produce it or whatever, and I was like, okay, I love everything he puts out, so I have to like this. If you guys don't know, he's the one that collaborates a lot with like Jonah Hill, Seth Rogen. He's done a lot of like movies like that, and they're like hilarious, and those are some of my favorite actors. So yeah, so it's about this boy and this girl, well I should say guy and a girl, who are like in their early 30s, and basically it's just like a really funny show like about dating, first dating, like getting to know someone, you know, like, and just dealing with like everyday issues that like kind of come up in your life, and it's just hilarious. Like one of the first episodes on season 1, because there's only 2 seasons, I was like, I didn't realize, like, because obviously I had no idea what this show was about, and like for some reason no one in my house was here except my mom, and it was like really, really quiet, and all of a sudden like they just start going at it, and I mean like at it, and my volume was so loud I didn't even really realize it, but my door was open and my mom was like, what the hell, are you watching porn? Like, so be careful, don't watch, if you are gonna watch that, don't watch it around little kids because it is pretty intense. But I mean, they don't really show much. It's just like, you know, the noises and whatever. But yeah, I thought it was so funny because she legit thought I was watching porn. Alright, so I'm going to go in with some Shape Tape, and I'm just going to put some on the back of my hand, and I'm going to go in and take like a smaller brush. This is a Morphe M205. Use code Nikki Sunshine. Just kidding, I don't have one. Yeah, so go in with something like this. It's just like a flat little concealer brush, but I find it really works well for cutting your crease. So I'm just going to take some on the tip of this brush, and I'm going to go in and kind of try, well obviously you want to try to get it exactly like this side, but if it's not, it's okay. You can't really tell in the grand scheme of things. You want to try to get the line as even as possible. Okay, fuck. That side's already way higher than this side. Oh well, it's okay. I'm trying to like wipe off my brush because it's gathering a little bit of that blue, and I don't really want to spread it too much. So if you guys can see my hand, it's like all blue. It's okay if it's not perfect because like I said, I just go back in with a wipe anyways. You guys can see I just went ahead and cleaned up with like a little wipe and my fingertip. Just make sure it's like as pointy as possible, but if it's not like the shape you want it yet, don't worry because I honestly cleaned this up like 3 different times, so you're gonna get like a different shape at the end anyways. But if this is like, I kind of want to get like the initial shape with a nice clean line. Alright, so once you have that down, I'm just gonna go back in with my little concealer brush that I've been using. And again, wiping off the edges. I don't want to keep transferring that blue everywhere. I'm just taking a little bit and going over the lid like this. Really just trying to get rid of all the blue and using my finger to tap it away. Now I'm going to take a little bit of Elfish, which is like this darker brown color, and I'm taking it on a tiny little like angled brush like this. And all I'm doing is tapping the sides into that shadow. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to press it up against this line. and flick upwards to start blending. Just this, basically you don't have to do this step, you can skip it, but I like it because it gives the cut crease like a little bit more dimension. Alright, then I'm going to take a flat synthetic brush and I'm going to go in with this shade right here called Stardust, this one. And I'm going to pick it up and spray a little bit of Fix Plus on my brush, and just to get a little bit moist. Sorry if you hate that word. And then I'm just going to go in and start applying it. Now when I get to the top right here, I'm kind of using the edge to color inside the lines, if you will. So I'm going to stop right there. Then I'm going to take this shade right here called Potion, which is like this orangey reddish brown shade. And I'm just going to take it on a flat blending brush and I'm going to pick it up on one of the sides and I'm literally just going to press this on. And almost like a little flicking motion so it blends into this shade really nicely. And as you can see, like I'm literally going over the line, but like I said, I like to cut it from the beginning so I can see where I'm going to clean up. And as you guys also can see, I'm keeping like a little negative space in between like the concealer and the new shadow that I'm putting down. So it gives like this little effect as if you almost drew that on yourself. Man, I can't get over how bad my skin looks. Like they're all flat, like they're like scars, except for like my forehead area that like always is breaking out. But like this one, this one, this one, they're all like flat. If you guys have any recommendations how to get rid of like scars, please let me know. Okay, so after that's done, I'm just gonna line with my NYX matte eyeliner. This is the best. The only problem with this is if you have it a little bit over like 2 or 3 months, it starts to get all gloopy and weird and like unusable. So all I'm going to do right here is just follow this line, obviously, and then I'm just going to do a thin line on top. Okay, so as you guys can see, I did a wing and I messed up like right there. But that's okay. I'm just going to let it dry and then we're going to actually go over it anyways with black shadow. I'm just using the black from my Jaclyn Hill palette. Doesn't matter which one you use, but I'm just going to take it on a flat shader brush like this and pick it up. You honestly want to make sure that your eyeliner is as dry as possible because then it's going to get really like crackly. So make sure it's like dry and then you'll go over it with the black. You want to create like this like hazy effect where you can't see like where the liner like ends and begins. So that's the whole point of doing this part. Then you're just going to take your wipe once again and go ahead and clean this up. I love using this wipe method because it literally looks like I got so precise with my eyeliner that I took it all the way to the tip. But it was just like the wipe. Okay, so all I'm going to do is actually finish with mascara, pop on some lashes, and I will be right back. To finish off this look, I'm just going to take this little flat shader brush, and with that same potion color, I'm going to just go in and like kind of just rub it all under my under eyes. I'm going to take this color right here, which is Kaleidoscope, and I'm going to take that on a little pencil brush. No, that's a lie. I'm going to take it on this tiny little brush right here. It's so little tiny. And I'm just going to pick some up, wet it. Gives it just a little pop of color in the inner corner. I'm going to finish my lash line off with some mascara and I will be right back. So I'm just going to go over my thoughts on this palette, like what I really feel about it. I feel like you get 12 shadows and it's an amazing array of colors. I actually really like the fact that they didn't include a black in this because, or they, I don't know, didn't include a black because I feel like that gets really repetitive. I have a black in almost every single one of my palettes that I've bought, palettes that I've created myself, and regardless when I travel, I always take like just a black shadow no matter what. So other than that, I really do wish they would have included maybe like a bone colored shadow, like something matte, just so I can set my crease with, just something that I can highlight my brow bone with if I don't want something sparkly. I really do like this shade, but it is really chunky if you don't use it wet. When you use it wet, it's really beautiful, it's really glossy, but it is a little bit tricky to use, so I definitely would spray some like setting spray or anything on when you use this. Other than that, the other shades I haven't really played with, but I've swatched some of them. They're really gorgeous. All the ones that I've used on my lid today, I absolutely love. The only complaint I have about this shade, which I feel like is the one that really was calling me, is that it's so powdery. A lot of the mattes are really powdery, but this one is like ridiculously powdery. I don't know if it's just the way it was pressed. I don't know if it was just the way it is, but just be careful when you use it. The pigmentation is there. The quality is great. It's just, it has so much kickback. So just be careful when you use it, because I feel like if you're not careful, you can definitely get another ABH subculture situation going on. But other than that, I absolutely love this palette. I love the array of colors. Even though they look very different, I think that they go together quite nicely. They look cohesive, especially on the eye. I am so proud of Kathleen for making this. It's such a beautiful palette, and for only, I believe, $15 or $16, you can't beat that. I just put Kat Von D's Bow and Arrow on, and then I topped it off with Moonchild, and then this is the finished look. I absolutely love it. I feel like it looks so nice and glossy, but not too goopy. So my overall thoughts with this collection is that I feel like she put her heart and soul into this. I honestly love everything that Kathleen does. And this is no exception. I think that the quality is really great for the price. I really do regret not getting the third lip, Rivet, or whatever it's called. I initially didn't get it because I never wear orange reds. Anything with orange in it is just not my thing. I don't think it looks good on me, but I low-key regret it just because I feel like it's such a pretty color, and it's something that I feel like I should keep in my kit. So I might go ahead and order that next time I'm on ColourPop. Other than that, I don't really have anything much else to say. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully this gave you a few little tips and tricks on how to use this collection. Hopefully you guys are inspired by my eye look. I'm obsessed with the way it came out. It looks so good. I'm going to need to hit the town with this eye because people need to see it. Anyways, I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Bye.